I'm opening it after ages, I guess. I haven't played it for almost 4 years, and I have not even touched it. On 15 August, when Taliban took over Afghanistan, I don't know if I was emotional to go and buy this. I was part of something very special. I was a member of the Zohra Orchestra, Afghanistan's first and all-female orchestra. Together, we performed all over the world, including at home in Afghanistan, where both music and women in music was new and controversial. Yet, we carried on. I rose to become the conductor of the ensemble, and we grew very close to each other, like a family.
Zohra is very special. All the girls, but from all different parts of Afghanistan. In this orchestra, we are all like equal. We make beautiful music. Oh my God! No! You make me cry. No.
Zohra Orchestra was not just an orchestra that played music, Western music and Afghan traditional music. It was representing Afghan girls. It was representing the part of Afghanistan that has been hidden by war, by violence, by terror. They taught us that we are human beings before being girl or being Afghan or being Hazara or being Pashtun. All of a sudden, everything is gone. I don't know what is going to happen and when it's going to happen.
The Taliban is in control of Afghanistan. The country's president has fled, and Western countries are scrambling to get people out.
موږ غواړو چې داسې حکومت او نظام آینده کې جوړ شي چې ټول جهتونه پکې ځان وویني، ټول جهتونه پکې شامل وي او له بېلابېلو جهتونو سره تفاهم موږ ته ورسېږو چې جنګ دوام نه غواړو. چې د ښځو حقوقو ته د شریعت په چوکاټ کې پابنده واوسي. زموږ د خویندو مندو هغه حقوق چې الله جل جلاله په شریعت کې ورکړي دي او زموږ د ملت د ارزښتونه ایجابوي هغه ټول ورکړو. ښځه د ټولنې مهم عنصر او برخه ده. ښځې به د هېواد په بېلابېلو برخو کې فعالیت لري، یو د چوکاټو د اصولو په دننه کې به کار لري، کار کولی شي. په طبي، تعلیمي او مختلفو برخو کې چې اړتیا ورته لرو، زموږ ټولنې اړتیا حس کوي، دوی به زموږ سره حضور ولري او فعال فعالیت به وشي کولی. البته په دې اړه چې نړیوال اندېښنې لري.
Our profession was music, and that profession was not welcome. They banned music. There was a lot of fear of being attacked by the Taliban, fear of not continuing music school. Fear itself was everywhere.
In spite of all this propaganda and all those whitewashing that the Taliban changed, I never believed and never trusted the Taliban to change. Taliban in Afghanistan to destroy, not to build. But from the very first day that the Taliban entered Kabul, Anim was probably one of the target areas where they had to bring under their control.
Anim was our school.
The reason that we had that heaven inside Afghanistan, the reason was Dr. Sarmas. He has really been a really great supporter of girls during a time that was really hard in Afghanistan.
رهبران ما باید الگو بگیر و دقت گوش کن میتونیم بشنیم. با امید موفقیت‌های مزید زنان کشورم خواهرم بیدار شو پامال کن جامعه مردسالار را. با کوری چشم تنگ نظران قرون وسطایی آفرین به استعداد و شهامت این شعر.
From the very first days of the Afghanistan National Institute of Music, I was committed and the school was committed, and one of our major objectives was empowerment of girls and women through music and education. And therefore, we've been committed to preserve or reserve 50% of the enrollment places in the school for the girls.
In Afghanistan, it's really hard to find that kind of men because most of them are want to control their women. They try to push them down. But being like Dr. Sarmas, being our principal, he's like a symbol that we think that not all men are the same. Like they are good men who really support you and do good things from the bottom of their hearts.
I used to be the piano and oboe teacher at the Afghanistan National Institute of Music. And I was only going to stay for 1 year, and then I kept renewing my contract, and I ended up staying for 5 years. So from 2011 to 2016. So inside the school, we were there were lots of smiles and joking around and laughter, lots of laughter. And then outside the school, it's dusty, it's noisy. You feel the pressure of people looking at you, and it's the stress of life in Afghanistan and life in a war zone. I think my favorite memories are of starting the girls' orchestra. I was the first faculty member to work with Zohra, because we just called it the girls' ensemble because we didn't know it would become like the first all-female Afghan orchestra with female conductors. Like we had no idea that would happen. I remember waking up to the news that the Taliban had taken over Kabul. It was just kind of unbelievable how quickly it all happened. It was scary to think what's going to happen to the school, what's going to happen to the teachers of the school, what's going to happen to people that were associated with Zohra.
قلت ده بحط tutto كتاب بقى اینجا ما مطالعه میکنیم به خاطر که آلخ نمیتونیم بیرون به خاطر کورس خواندن یا مکتب بریم. به خاطر ما میخوایم که در خانه بشینیم و مطالعه کنیم تا یک همون چیزی که ما خواندیم در ذهن ما بانه، یعنی از یاد ما نره. و دیگه خواهرم که در نظیره و هر وقت بر ما کتابا را هم در اینترنت روان میکنه، هم جای یک کتابخانه نشانیش داده میریم از اونجا کتاب میگیریم و او بر ما کارخانگی میده و هر هفته روزای جمعه از ما دوباره وارپرسان میکنه. انشالله میخوام که یک دکتر شما با آینده یک دکتر خوب به خاطر جامعه خود باشم. امیدوار است من اقدر زیاد نه. و ما زیاد میترسیدیم که هم چند سال که ما درس خواندیم حیف شد و بعد از اون ما را حتی با کس که نمیشناسیم شاید تو شخص انسان باشه که او را باید دختر جوان اجازه نداشت که بدون عروسی در خانه پدر بشینه. باز ما زیاد میترسیدیم و اصلا ما تا 2 روز 3 روز کلگی خواره در گریان بودیم که ما چی کنیم، یعنی شخص روز ما تیر خواهد شد. اما بعد یک چند وقت که تیر شد با سعادت کردیم.
In 2014, a suicide bomb has been sent to one of our concerts in the French Institute of Afghanistan. I was injured. I can't remember what's happened, but I remember that there was some noises and I tried to reach out to my phone. I don't know how long I was unconscious, but when I began waking up, at the beginning I was thinking that I had a nightmare, and I was talking to myself that, listen, it's not that nothing's happened. You have, wake up, you've got a nightmare. Wake up, you have a nightmare. And then when I saw there was a woman lying on the floor and my shoes stuck between her jacket. But I remember that she was not moving. I'm not sure whether she was alive or she was dead or what's happened with her. And when it woke me up, I remember that I have got my students on the stage. It's a huge responsibility. They're kids, it's their life. So I began rushing back to the concert venue, and then by then the security forces arrived and they tried to stop me.
از بای کس نمیگیرم. از بای کس نمیگیرم. حالا بغل این نفر بودم.
Davos was a big event not only for Zohra, but it was a big event for Afghanistan. It was a big event for Afghan music. And most importantly, it was also a best picture of Afghanistan that we could present to the world of what's happening in Afghanistan.
To bring Zohra to Davos was impossible. It was impossible until we made it possible. But if you imagine just logistically getting visas for underage Afghan women to come into Europe, most of them with no passports. The project died, I think, 3 or 4 times, and I kept bringing it up, bringing it back, and I felt like if these girls were able to do what they do on a daily basis, surely I could find a way to bring them. But it was hard. It was very hard.
The whole idea of like touring as we were touring was that we could bring the positive side of Afghanistan. That's usually they don't talk in the news about that part, and in the news always the bad, the bombing, the Taliban, everything. We wanted to share that no, even though there are those kind of people in Afghanistan, but there are some strong people who stand up for their rights and fight no matter what the situation is.
In 2016 or 18, I don't remember exactly which year, UNICEF had said that Afghanistan is the worst place for girls to be born. From a country like that, 31 girls, comes up and they make an orchestra and they perform at the World Economic Forum.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you very much. All you need to do during the music is literally to just open your heart and to listen.
We were playing for the world. It was not just all the conform. We were playing for politicians, businessmen and women, entrepreneurs, singers, artists, and the world was watching us. It was quite amazing.